There's a lot of righteous goyim out there,
Ken?
and I'm pretty sure they have ways that they want to also do tshuva. What are the main ways that they could repent for sins?
Well, first of all, the Goyim have a couple of missions in the world. We discussed it last week, so I'll just cover it very, very briefly. I don't like to go over the same information. But briefly, the two major missions of the Goyim. Number one is to follow the Torah and fulfill their obligations from the Torah, meaning the 7 Noahide laws and all of the ethical rules. Ethical rules meaning that even though it's not part of the 7 Noahide rules, you still have to honor your parents. It's not one of the 7 Noahide, but you still have to honor your parents. And there are approximately about 55 to 60 ethical rules that you have to follow as a Noahide. So that's the first thing. Second thing is that you have to do and fulfill all of that because HaKadosh Baruch Hu said it, not because it makes sense to you. So the Rambam writes, if a goy follows the Torah, he doesn't eat an animal while it's still alive, he doesn't commit adultery, he doesn't bow to some idol, but not because it said so in the Torah, not because Hashem said don't do it, but because it makes sense to him not to kill people, it makes sense to him not to eat animals while they're still alive, it makes sense to him to fulfill all of these mitzvot. The Rambam says, this person, not only is he considered a fool, but he also does not get rewarded for what he did. He doesn't get rewarded for what he did. Why? He didn't do it because Hashem said so. You only get rewarded if you did it because Hashem said so, not because it makes sense to you. So he's considered, this guy is considered one of the fools among the nations instead of one of the righteous among the nations. So first and foremost, a Noahide, a goy in general, it's all goyim are considered Noahides, and they have to fulfill the Torah because Hashem said so. Their main body of learning should be musar, which is ethics, which is what we learn most of the time. The second thing is to help the Jewish people become more Jewish. In fact, that is one of their top obligations. There's 2 top obligations, that's one of them. They have to help Am Yisrael do tshuva. Why? Because the Mashiach, when he comes, the prophet says that the righteous among the nations are going to recognize that their fathers lied to them. And they're going to want to learn Torah. So they're going to have 10 people out of every one of the nations, meaning 700 people. The 70 nations, 10 out of every one of them, 700 are going to hold on to every corner of the tzitzit of a Jew. So you have 4 corners, 4 tzitziyot, 4 corners to the tzitzit. Each Jew that wears a tzitzit is going to have 700 times 4, 2,800 goyim as his servants. Not servants so they could clean up for him only. Students. He's going to be their rabbi. He's going to be their rabbi. So how is he going to be a rabbi if he didn't even do tshuva yet? It means the goyim have to help Am Yisrael do tshuva. Why? They need them as a rabbi. Now, of course, if a goy wants to become a Jew, that's a completely different story. Then obviously that is something that's extraordinary, and there are many, many goyim, Baruch Hashem, that are converting as we speak. I have actually just today, one of my students in Eretz Yisrael had his Brit Milah, Baruch Hashem, and he's fine. This is the one last step before conversion. Baruch Hashem happened today. I had a couple of students do their Brit Milah here in Florida a couple of weeks ago, Baruch Hashem. So there's many, many goyim that are converting, righteous goyim. But nonetheless, the point is that if they don't want to convert, they want to be righteous goyim, it's not a problem. They still have heaven, but that still means they have to fulfill the obligations of learning their part of the Torah and helping the Jews do tshuva. Yes, question over here. Transfer the mic.